Hello, I'm Charles Fleischmann,
And I'm Erica Barnes.
and we're part of Maynard Nexon's Compliance and Risk Management practice. This is part 2 of our 3-part series on compliance programs. Today, we'll tackle the basics of how to design a compliance program. As we learned in part 1, a compliance program is just a plan for how to comply with the laws and regulations governing your business. Today, we'll talk about 4 key steps to creating a solid program.
Step 1. Know what you're required to do and what your industry regulators recommend you do. As we discussed in part 1, some businesses are required to have a compliance program, either by statute or as a result of contracts. For example, many government contractors must have a compliance program, and many financial services businesses must have certain compliance programs, like anti-money laundering. Before you begin designing or updating a program, you must know what you have to do. You should also know if your industry regulators have put out guidance about what you should do. For example, federal regulators have issued guidance on what a compliance program should look like for certain businesses in the healthcare space. If such guidance exists, you can bet your regulators are going to judge your program by it if you mess up.
Step 2. Know the key parts of any effective compliance program, regardless of industry. Our modern understanding of compliance programs comes from federal criminal law and what the Department of Justice considers in determining how harshly to punish corporate wrongdoers. Thus, the evolving DOJ guidance is the top source of the best practices for any compliance program. The guidance includes the following topics. 1. Tone at the top, or evidence of a commitment to compliance at the highest level. This can include things like a corporate code of conduct or making sure a company has dedicated enough resources to compliance. 2. Risk assessment, or knowing where you are most likely to violate the law and where to devote the most resources. 3. Policies and procedures for your employees on what to do and not do. 4. Training on the policies and procedures. 5. Auditing and monitoring to make sure you are following your policies and procedures. 6. Reporting and investigation, or ways to make sure that people know how to report problems and feel comfortable doing so, and that reports are actually investigated. 7. Incentives and discipline, or making sure that your company incentivizes good behavior and punishes bad behavior. 8. A compliance point of contact, or having a specific person in charge of and responsible for compliance. 9. Third-party management, or making sure that your vendors, contractors, and other parties are not causing problems for you. 10. Mergers and acquisitions, or making sure that you understand new parts of your business and their compliance risk.
Step 3. Evaluate what resources are at your disposal. Unless a business has significant legal and compliance resources, it can be difficult to design a compliance program alone. But there are a number of places businesses can turn for help, including industry groups or publications that have starter policies or information about specific legal risk in an industry or recent enforcement actions. Compliance consultants, who may have templated documents or offer paid assistance. They may also have information to help you benchmark against other companies in your industry. Compliance vendors, who can offer software to accept and track reports, offer online training, or audit certain functions. Accounting firms, who may be able to assist with investigations or certain forms of auditing and monitoring. And finally, lawyers, who often have the best understanding about the current state of the law, current expectations from your regulator, and information on recent enforcement trends. They can also help investigate issues that are reported. Some law firms, like Maynard Nexon, also offer program design, legal risk assessments, and compliance audits as a full service package.
Step 4. Remember, there is no one-size-fits-all compliance program. In order for a compliance program to be worth the paper it's written on, it has to be tailored to the specifics of your business. It has to account for your culture, your risk tolerance, and your financial means. Finally, it has to include policies and procedures that your personnel are going to understand and be willing to follow. While template policies and out-of-the-box vendor solutions are a great starting point, they should be tailored before they are implemented.
I hope you'll join us for the final part of our series, How Do I Make Sure My Compliance Program is Working? You can also reach out to us at any time at Maynard Nexon with your compliance program questions or concerns.